in Game 1 of the McMinnville Regional between the Linfield Wildcats and the Redlands Bulldogs. The Wildcats took Game 1 11-3. We're joined now by head coach Jackson Vaughan, Ashley Sutton, and Kaili Saathoff. Coach, I'm going to start with you. Run rule victory in Game 1 of the Regional. What does that mean to you, and how does that feel?
I mean, a win's a win. Like whether it's run rule or not, I guess doesn't matter a whole lot. But it was obviously good to see us get the bats going in the last couple innings. We started off obviously a little slow, and obviously it was a very contentious game for 3.5, 4 innings, and then all of a sudden, we scored 10 runs in the 2 innings back to back, and made it look not very close. But certainly to us, it obviously felt close most of the time, and I thought Redlands offensively did a lot of good things, just testing Taya and stuff today and making it tough on her. And, there's some big plays. Ashley obviously having the 2 throwouts was immense, just against their best base stealer. So there were some things that obviously we were pleased with. But, no, obviously everything will change tomorrow.
Sweet. Hey, Coach. Obviously you guys were tied in the 4th inning and stuff, and then things just kind of popped off for you guys. What were some of those conversations you were having with the team when you guys kind of weren't getting what you wanted offensively?
Just being a little bit more patient at the plate. We were out in front of some stuff, trying to pull the ball a little bit too much, and so just trying to make sure that we could see good pitches and just be on time. And we felt like if we did that the hits would start to come. We were just, like I said, out of sync a little bit in the 1st inning, and much different pitching style than what we saw last week with Lewis and Clark's kids. So that takes a little while to adjust to too. That was the last 2 pitchers we saw are definitely different than what we saw today.
Kaili, you've been red hot to start the playoffs. Another big day today, 4 for 4, 3 RBIs. How are you seeing the ball so well? Obviously, contact, average, consistency, that's your game. But, I mean, it looks like you're playing the best softball of your career right now these last couple weeks.
Thank you. I know that I can get a little bit in my head and I get really nervous. So especially last weekend, this weekend, I've been really trying to slow down, take a deep breath before I get in the box, and just trust my team pretty much. And so the thing I tell myself when I look at my bat before I get in the box is your team's got your back. Don't worry about it. It doesn't really matter. You're gonna be fine, and that just helps calm me down a bit so that I can, I guess, just do what I do, not think about it.
Ashley, All Conference came out today.
Yeah.
You weren't on it after second team last year. I know this is a team-oriented program. You guys aren't concerned with the individual accolades, but 2 stolen base runners thrown out, as Jackson said, their best runner, as well as the big 2 RBI to untie the game. Any chip on your shoulder this week?
No, my team's really good. So I know even if I'm not at my best, they're going to get it done, and I'm just glad I was able to throw a couple people out today.
For both of you, obviously, I hate to bring it up, but 44-0 now. After each game, after each win, how do you stay composed and be able to take the same mentality into the next day throughout this season, and how do you replicate that here in the playoffs?
I think it's a bit about just keeping the energy up for us and using the energy we take from each of our wins into the next game, and because that's where we get hyped, and then once we get hyped we have our big innings where we had 2 5-run innings in a row, so just keeping the energy up.
Ashley, anything to add on that?
We're not really focused on obviously going undefeated, that's great, but we're just taking it one game at a time, and winning's a bonus, and we're just really happy to be in this position.
All right, that's all we got. Thank you, guys.
Right.
Thank you.
Can I?
You're good.
No, you were good. You were good. I promise, you were totally good. You're totally good. Well, Coach, and then I'm going to ask the ladies a little bit after. Coach, how do you kind of approach this playoff season? Obviously, it's the first one right now. How do you kind of approach this one just to keep the girls' mindset on the ultimate?
I think we're really good at not really looking too far ahead. I think we're always just the next step in front of us. I think that's the way we play the whole season. So I think the kids are pretty used to that. You know what I mean? We haven't even talked about anything after this week. We're just focused on that. And I think Redlands really has our respect. We played them a lot. We know that they're a very good team and well coached and have some really good defensive players. So that has our attention, just because we played them 3 times. We played them 5 times last year, and we played them now 4 times, or I guess 3 times this year. So we played them a lot. So we definitely know them well, but also have a lot of respect for them and what they do. So,
Ashley, Kaili, y'all are the players. So obviously you're in the locker room where Coach isn't. So you guys have those conversations with the team and kind of the mindset and the goal overall. How do you guys stay focused?
I think it's just holding each other accountable and just like if something doesn't go our way, be like, put it in the past, we got the next play. And so having your teammates' backs, but then also being like, hey, if you're in your head, get out. And so we call each other out on all of that.
Ashley, how would you say that about in the fourth inning when you guys kind of weren't getting offensively what you wanted, when you guys are in those ruts? What are those conversations like to get your guys' mindset back to we're Linfield Wildcats, we know how good we are?
I think biggest thing is just knowing like that we can do it. Like we're just keeping the confidence up and energy, celebrating the little things, and yeah.
And then, Coach, last question for you is these girls, obviously you got a lot of seniors on this team as well, looking for the big thing. Is this year different? Do you guys have a chip on your shoulder compared to last year?
I don't know if there's a chip. We were disappointed that we didn't play our best at the end of the year last year. But it's, I mean, I've done this for 23 years now or whatever. Like it's hard, and that's what I tell the girls. Like you have to, when you get to this level, you got to build to be playing well, but you also need some breaks to go your way. You need to stay healthy. You need some things to kind of go your way to make the run. But you also have to be in the right mindset kind of emotionally and energy-wise, you know what I mean? And that's, I think, where they've done a really good job this year. But certainly in our junior class, the playoff experience certainly helps because they all got to go, you know, their freshman year to regionals and last year to the World Series. They've seen the best teams out there. They know we can play with them, so I don't think confidence is an issue. It's just a matter of knowing that if we can play our best at the right time, because you also can lose any day, as they found out too against a good team. So I don't know if there's necessarily a chip. I just think we know we have an opportunity to make a run and win a national championship, but also we know that we're going to need to play well and stay healthy and have a few things go our way.
Game plan for tomorrow?
Hopefully just the bats show up again and make a few adjustments, obviously pitching wise, and hopefully we can have a duplicate effort, I think.